The latest numbers, of course, 7.4 million diagnosed cases of coronavirus worldwide, more than 18 million cases here in the U.S. Death toll now climbed to more than 390.
Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning.
In my 24 years working in public health, we have planned and we have exercised for responses to the magnitude of a pandemic, but knock on wood, I never thought it would ever happen. And then March of 2020, it did.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
Colorado health officials are watching COVID cases closely.
Colorado has recorded more than 15,000 COVID deaths.
Everywhere, everybody was reduced and separated from others. We didn't want them to be close, and then the COVID would transfer from one to the other. So that separation led to, I guess, the people being alone, and that affected their mental health. And the more that they were alone, the more their mental health, I would say, got worse. More people were talking about it.
It changed where we were just one building and now we have expanded to 4. Now we have like 30 therapists as opposed to maybe, I think we had like 8 when I first started. I think that it exposed a level of reality for people that, you know, a lot of our coping skills were stripped of us. It brought upon a lot of conversations related to people's mental health and how they were functioning, and it normalized things a lot, which in my opinion is exactly what we needed.
Get another shot, Jacob. Hey guys, so come on, you're killing me here.
During the pandemic, I accepted a position as a production manager for a new startup company in Pueblo. It brought together some of the best creatives I've ever worked with.
What is omnipresence?
And get connected with me.
Over the next year, I was working 40 to 80 hours a week sometimes, trying to help build something that honestly felt like a dream. A lot of the time, our motto was jump out of the plane, build the parachute on the way down. It was honestly some of the best times I've ever had, with some of the best people I've ever met. But sometimes, regardless of how much enthusiasm you have for what you do, it always feels like you're failing. And I'd felt that way for a while.
Sometimes people set goals for themselves in like their career or in their sports or things like that. But then when I get somebody in my office who's like highly intellectual or like really high functioning, and I'm talking to them about like setting goals related to their mental health, it's like I've just asked them like this really hard question. And so we kind of backtrack a little bit about like, what does that look like for them? Going through a traumatic life event can create something called resiliency. And so looking at it from like this survivor perspective really helps people to realize like, I went through that and I overcame it and I'm capable of so much. So it's this like strengths-based, solution-focused approach of, if I could get through that, I can get through this. So yeah, I've absolutely seen many people, including myself and people that are very close to me, have major life events happen that actually they come out on the other side even better from it.
It wasn't until I was deeply in the response, which I would say was over 2 years, that I realized I'd been working so much that you could maybe say I was burnt out, and I really needed somebody to reflect that to me and tell me when it was time to rest, time to take a step back. I think of one of my children. My daughter was in basic training and she had a battle buddy, and that battle buddy and her always had to look after each other. I wish I would have had or been assigned a battle buddy, and if we saw tired, weakness, stressed, frustration, there was somebody to reflect that to you for your health, your betterment, and could get you help before you really reached the end of your rope and you start snapping at people. Here we go.
car, in the van, and driving that way. That's right. That's all I got.
I think of the years of life I had before this, and I wonder how much of my life was taken off by never stopping, never pausing until you're just so done for the day that you have to fall asleep, and then you wake up a couple hours later because your mind's still running on what needs to be done.
I wanna sing it note for note, don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some troubles, but then you worry, you make it double, don't worry, be happy.
During the pandemic, we could see mental health was just as important as physical health. People often looked at their health and they looked at the health of their physical body. But we were seeing as people were alone and isolated, the mental health was very important too. And really your mental health and your physical health are one for your overall health.
Got no place to lay your head, no one there to share your bed, but don't worry, be happy.
Hey guys, I'm not sure how Tyler would say he's doing, but man, I think he's doing pretty well. The man's blazing trail up here while we're just tired.
Don't worry,
I have experienced depression, I've experienced anxiety, I've experienced traumatic life events. That's probably what brought me into wanting to help people. I go to my own therapy, I encourage my supervisees to have their own therapy. Remaining active in my own mental health makes me a better therapist, absolutely.
be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that'll bring everybody down. So don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, ooh, be happy.
To promote the health and protect the environment of the county. Okay, let me see if what are the responsibilities.
Something like some upbeat reggae, or a song that like makes you laugh or think of a happy time in your life.
So here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note, but don't worry, just be happy. In your life expect some troubles, but when you worry you make it double, don't worry.
So if you had somebody to give you a little reflection while you're going down that stressed out road, then you could pause and get a little rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, to give your best not only to your coworkers, but your community at large, and to yourself.
Goals and things that you want to accomplish don't happen overnight. And, 5 years of time when you're looking at it big picture really is kind of like a drop in the bucket. So even if something is taking you, 6 months to a year or 2 years to try to work through or overcome, like at the end of the day, you have so much life after that to live, and investing time and energy into your wellness is priceless. So yeah.